Charlie Cushane here to take on my next project. This one's a little bit different than I've done in the past. This is a protection project for my Florida house. We have a 1985 house which has all kinds of crank out jealousy kind of windows without any hurricane protection. And surprisingly, all the windows have survived the hurricanes through all these years, and there's been some bad ones. But we heard that this year is supposed to be particularly bad, lots of hurricanes. So I'm home now during this corona pandemic, and I decided I'm gonna start tackling some of this. We looked at replacing all the windows in our house with hurricane windows, and it was $85,000, which is just ridiculous. So what we decided to do is put up panels. Now, people put up plywood and stuff like that. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to put up some kind of transparent panel. And what I ended up getting is this Storm-Busters Clearview panel that's approved for hurricanes. And it's basically polycarbonate, but it's multiple layers. It's 3 different layers with UV protection, and you can put it up, and the beauty of it is it lets light in. It's not like putting up a piece of plywood over your windows. And some windows we may actually leave it up because it's just easier to leave up and you don't see it. So here's the first panel. They come in 4x8 sheets, and I have it marked. And I'm going to cut it with my skill saw, my little battery-powered DeWalt skill saw. So we'll do that, and then I bought some stainless steel screws. We're just going to start putting them up. So come along as we do this video. And just in case you're wondering, I have a finishing, DeWalt Precision Finishing Blade, which is a fine finish. It's a very thin blade, carbide tip, lots of teeth. So I'm hoping this will make a nice smooth cut through these polycarbonate panels. So let's take a cut and see how it does. And yes, just in case you're wondering, I'm wearing my protective equipment, my earmuffs and my glasses. Here we go. Perfect. One last thing I'm going to do before I put it up is, of course, it's polycarbonate. I'm going to just dress the edge a little bit with the file. You might notice I'm sort of sliding it around and don't seem to be too worried about it getting scratched. Well, these panels, as you can see here, have a protective layer that's you can peel off. And they say leave the sticker on until you go to put it up, because the sticker side has the UV coating on it. So you wanted to have this facing out. Okay, as you can see now, and this is sort of close up, it's 3 layers, and it's a honeycomb, as you see down here. Now, the thing I have noticed is after I made the cut, you get some fiberglass shavings in there. So I got my air nozzle. My goal is to try to blow it out. Oh, that works great. Okay, here's a side laundry room window, which we never really use. I have the panel all cut. Time to take the plastic off. Making sure I keep the UV side out. There we go. And then we put it in. I am putting it full fit. There we go. Now I've marked on the sides here 6 inches in the middle and down here, so I know where to put the screws. Here we go. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. Perfect. Okay, here we are in the family room, and you can have a great comparison of these two windows. The one on the right has, of course, the covering. The one on the left doesn't have the hurricane panel yet. As you can see, it's actually not too bad. You can see through it. It doesn't look bad at all. Whereas the original one, very clear. So, time to put the covering on that window. Here's the side window from the outside. Looks beautiful. What I like about these panels too is you really can't see them from the outside. It's not obvious that you have them up. Let's go take a look in the bedroom and see what this looks like from the inside. Here we are in the bedroom. And this is what that looks like from the inside. Nice. It actually diffuses the view out there so it's not as obvious, but it looks perfect through the screen and through the curtain. I love it. This was a good choice. Okay, time to put the dining room window together. First thing, go on over this side, Jenny. Take the film off. We're going to put this sort of all up. Here's the connector. Yeah, one side has a rib, one doesn't. It's designed. What do you think?
Very nice.
Alright, now, if you hold it, I'm going to put a screw in right there. Here we go. Perfect. All set. Now we're going to do this big slider. And it's taken me a few hours to custom cut a bunch of pieces, but the goal is to be able to put it together like a puzzle, such that it locks to the slider already. And the reason I could do that is there was a groove here for a screen, a screen on a radio sliding door, which is not being used because I'm in my lanai. So I'm going to use this to hold the panels on, and it goes all the way around and down. That's my plan, is to sort of put the panels in, wedge them under. I cut all these pieces, let's start putting it together. First piece of aluminum. There we go. Now a panel. And as always, peel off the film. And this panel we go, and I push it all the way down. And I get this first cross member, and that hooks into the top here and holds it nice and tight so it can't go out. There we go. Then I get another vertical piece, and you may not be able to see, but I've notched here to go into that same slot. And then there we go. Nice and solid. Now we get another piece of paneling. Same thing. Same thing. Everything is fitting tight that way. Another top piece, which just slides in and locks everything together. Perfect. Then I have another beautiful custom cut piece that will go on the end here. There, all nice and tight. And last but not least, piece of wood. And you may wonder what the wood's for, but right now there's like a gap here. And I want to plug that so wind can't get in and try to blow it out. So I cut notches here. These engage the slider, top and bottom, like this. There we go. Now we put a few screws in just to hold it in place. Here we go. Solid. And I didn't have to drill into the concrete or anything because it's locked on. And it's a tight fit. Cannot come out. Perfect. Here's a little more detail. I added a gusset from the corner to the side. That keeps it pressed to the right hand side nice and tight. It never come loose. And I thought I'd show you just what I did here. You can see all the notches and the wood gets notched right in so it can't pull out. And the same thing down below. It's all notched in so it can't come out. So that is a very robust door. Let's take a look at it from the inside. And here's how that door looks, slider looks from inside. Actually spectacular. It just slightly hides what's out there, but allows plenty of light in. Love it.